Coming up, a terrorist leader killed overseas.
And full results from the Iowa caucus when Murrow News 8 returns.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work. Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
According to CNN, the White House has announced the leader of the terror group Al-Qaeda was killed in an airstrike in Yemen. Qasim al-Rimi was the head of the terror group's head base in Yemen and had been a target of the U.S. for a while. The U.S. originally offered a $10 million reward for any information on Rimi.
Whitman County residents and Planning Commission met Wednesday night to discuss the future of the marijuana ordinance in the county. Residents would like Whitman County to learn from Spokane County and keep marijuana operations at least 1,000 feet from residential areas.
According to CNN, Pete Buttigieg gained a small lead over Bernie Sanders in the Iowa caucuses. The Iowa Democratic Party announced Thursday that 100% of the precinct is reporting. Democratic National Committee Chair Tom Perez called for a recanvass after the results were announced on Thursday. According to a tweet by Perez, he is specifically raising questions about how the Iowa Democratic Party is adhering to the plan they submitted to the National Party.
The School of Hospitality and Business Management just named their new director. According to WSU insider Robert Harrington has been selected as the new director in the Carson College of Business. Harrington began the new role January 1st, and his most recent role was the academic director for the Carson College of Business at WSU Tri-Cities, as well as the associate director for School of Hospitality Business Management. Harrington will continue to be based in the Tri-Cities and will regularly spend time in Pullman.
Relationships come with a lot of struggles, but what is a person to do when they want out of the relationship but don't want to offend their partner? Here's me with the story. People can behave in strange ways when they no longer want to be romantically connected to a person they were talking to or dating. Dating experts suggest caspering over ghosting as the new rejection trend. They both essentially have the same feel, since they both require you to disappear out of the relationship. Caspering is seen as more of a friendlier version of ghosting. We all remember Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's essentially a playoff of that. Rather than simply ignoring your texts, the Casper will respond to your text around 12 hours later with a vague but friendly reply. So instead of not replying, aka ghosting, the Casper will hint that they're interested without any intention of following through. But why are things like caspering and ghosting the trendy way of ending relationships?
I think a lot of times people ghost is because, you know, they might feel bad, like they don't want to hurt that person's feelings, or like, maybe they might just have personal reasons about it. But I think a big one is just like people are, since everyone, I feel like everyone's very sensitive these days and they don't like, you know, hurting people's feelings. So they're just like, let me just slowly let them down off the hook and hopefully nobody gets hurt.
This hoping that no one gets hurt mentality is most likely what sprung along the idea of caspering instead of ghosting.
I get ghosted. But I have ghosted somebody before.
Some see ghosting as a more cruel way of ending relationships, since it assumes that the person you're seeing is either too obsessed with you or too weak to handle the fact that you're no longer interested in them. Either way, direct communication is seen as a better option, but it's also a lot easier said than done. So next time you're trying to cut off someone in your life, what will you choose? Ghosting or caspering? In Pullman, I'm Promise Calloway, Murrow News 8.
Well, Promise, I can't say that I've ever been ghosted. What about you?
I've ghosted a few people in my life, to be honest, but I'm going to start caspering a little bit more often.
Coming up, a look at weather.
And a record high temperature for a rather cold spot on the planet when Murrow News 8 returns.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat,
Come on.
or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back to Murrow News 8. Here's Lucy Fasano with our weather.
Thanks, guys. So today we saw some fog early this morning, and throughout the day we are going to experience some light rain. So the high today is going to be 45 degrees and the low is going to be 35 degrees. Tonight we're going to get in that snow back and we're going to hit that snowstorm. We're going to hit some wind coming at 16 miles per hour to about 22 miles per hour about 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. tonight. So be prepared for that. And then tomorrow we have kind of the same rain and snow. We have a high of 41 and a low of 28, so it is supposed to get a little colder. But the sun is supposed to rise at 7:03 and sunset is at 5:02. Then for our state map, we have still rain in the west end of Washington, in Olympia and Seattle. Moving towards central Washington, we obviously just have some clouds. It is heating up a little more. As you can see, it's going to be 55 as the high in Yakima and 57 in the Tri-Cities. But as we go to eastern Washington, obviously we're still getting that rain and possibly a little bit of that snow. So you better bundle up throughout the week. Here is our 5-day forecast. So obviously we got some rain clouds. And look at that surprising sun on Monday is gonna hit us again. 42 degrees, so we get a little warmer, but we do have that snow back with us on Tuesday and then going back into the cloudy weather on Wednesday. So remember to bundle up, and the roads have been slippery lately. So make sure if you have an all-wheel drive car to be able to drive properly to get to your destination so there are no accidents. And remember just walking around campus to get those traction on your shoes so you don't slip around. Hopefully soon enough we'll get back into that spring and we'll get the weather looking more sunny after the snow storm hits us. But as we're used to in Pullman, it does get a little colder, so we're used to it. Back to you guys at the desk. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lucy. It's summer in Antarctica. On Thursday, Antarctica saw its warmest day in recorded history. According to the Washington Post, Antarctica hit 65 degrees. This comes right after the Earth saw its warmest January ever recorded. NBA All-Star Weekend is coming up, and they will have a very special performance.
And rosters have been selected for the big game. Jasmine Brown has your sports when we come back.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
In sports news, Portland Trail Blazers All-Star Damian Lillard is scheduled to showcase his musical talents during All-Star Weekend in Chicago. NBA reporter Shams Charania recently tweeted the news yesterday, saying Lillard, also known by rap persona Dame Dollar, will be on the mic All-Star Saturday night. According to the Oregon Live, Lillard would also compete in the three-point competition during the night's events. Exciting news for All-Star fans. The roster for the 2020 NBA All-Star Game is now set. Fans voted LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo captains on Thursday night. The captains picked their teams. LeBron, as the overall leading vote getter, had the first pick in the draft. His first pick, Anthony Davis. And Antetokounmpo went with Joel Embiid of the 76ers. The list comes from CBS Sports, where the full list of players can be found online. Our women's basketball team will continue their season-long four-game homestand tonight when the Cougars play in Beasley against Colorado. Both the Cougs and Colorado have a 3-7 standing in the Pac-12. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. and will air live on the Pac-12 Mountain Network. This Sunday, WSU men's basketball team takes on the University of Washington in Beasley Coliseum at 3 p.m. The Cougars are coming off loss from last Saturday's game to Arizona and are hoping to rebound against their cross-state rivals. The Cougs have a conference record of 4-6 and an overall record of 13-10 this season. UW is currently 2-8 and last in the Pac-12 standing. The Jones versus Reyes UFC fight is tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. John Jones and Dominic Reyes will face off in the light heavyweight championship. Jones' record is 25-1 and Reyes is 12-0. You can watch the fight on ESPN tomorrow night. Back to you, Ariel and Promise at the desk.
Coming up, a look at an exhibition at the Jordan Schneitzer Museum of Art. See why this exhibition is a little different next on Murrow News 8.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
The Jordan Schneitzer Museum of Art has a new exhibit that opened January 14th. Grace Arness has the story.
Across from the Cub in the Jordan Schneitzer Museum of Art, WSU, a returning exhibit is a little bit different from the rest.
Ambient 432, made by the artist Trimpin, is an interactive installation that plays different horns as people walk around the museum's front room. Curator of exhibitions and collections, Ryan Hardesty, likes the way the exhibition is unique.
Part of what I love so much about it is that it's unexpected. I think that's also why I have it in the front room in the Pavilion Gallery, so it's really one of your first experiences at the museum. Just the idea that art is expansive, that it might not always be what we think it's going to be, that it can be full of kind of mystery and surprise.
The museum commissioned the exhibit when it first opened in 2018. It is now enjoyed by the students and faculty of WSU.
Horns are set up by having people walk through the gallery, so standing right here in the middle makes the most sound.
A student who works at the museum's front desk, Sydney Westensco, said that classes come in all the time to look at the exhibit.
Visitors total, we usually go about between 40 and 50 people a day, and I would say that every single visitor, besides maybe one or two people that are just coming in for a class, tend to come in and spend plenty of time in this pavilion space, listening to the horns. It's a great space for students to just come and sit and listen. Usually I'd say people spend about 10, 15 minutes in here.
Though the horns will be taken down in March, they will come back from time to time as part of the university's permanent collection. Grace Arness, Murrow News 8.
WSU scientists are trying to improve the blueberry. WSU Insider reported scientists at WSU are trying to make blueberries and cranberries tastier. This project is part of a $12.8 million research project to reveal genes and valuable traits of the popular fruits. Washington State is one of the nation's largest blueberry producers, growing more than 14 million pounds annually.
A new restaurant in downtown Pullman is now open. Oak on Main is an Italian-style deli operated by the former owners of the Bonians on the Ridge restaurant at the golf course at WSU. Their new restaurant is located in the building of a previous Italian restaurant, Basilio's. Oak on Main is open 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday. Management hopes to expand their hours soon.
According to the Spokesman Review, work begins to expand the second harvest. The old Stoneway Electric Supply building is being remodeled to house the Wolf Family Child Hunger Solution Center. This building will be used to store food for school kids.
This Saturday is WSUCon, a 24-hour annual social and gaming event in the Cub. The event is free to attend because of donations from sponsors and is expected to be the biggest one yet.
Tonight at Zeppo's, Alaskan Brewing will hold Ales for Tales. The event will help support the Whitman County Humane Society. For every pint sold, they will donate $1. You can also bring in pet food and animal toys to receive extra tickets for prizes. The event will be tonight from 5 to 9 p.m. at Zeppo's.
It's the first Friday of February. You know what that means. It's National Bubblegum Day. Make sure to grab your favorite brand of bubblegum to celebrate. Here's a fun fact for you. Chad Fell from the U.S. blew the biggest bubblegum bubble with the diameter of 20 inches without using his hands in April of 2004.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna need some serious spearmint gum after I go to that Italian deli.
Oh, for sure. My favorite gum will have to be 5 Gum. I love the spearmint. It's my favorite. The big pack with a whole bunch of it, like rose.
Yeah.
I need rose.
I'm a Polar Ice kind of girl, if I do say so myself. But
I know Trident is really good because it like keeps your teeth clean. Dentists recommended, I think.
I have to say I like gum, but I haven't had bubble gum in a long time.
Oh, you have to get 5 Gum. Do 5 Gum.
Trident.
For sure.
I'm gonna say Trident. I'm
I'll
gonna
have
need
to
to
try.
fit a whole thing of Hubba Bubba in my mouth if I'm gonna
Oh,
try
the
and beat
Hubba
that
Bubble
20
rolls?
inches.
Yes.
Yep, I'm
The
gonna
rolls
need
are my
to do
favorite.
that. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to go just stock up on gum all week. It's gonna be good.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for watching tonight. Be sure to follow us on our social media at nwpv.org/MN8 and on Cable 8 at 7 and 10.
Don't forget, you can also follow Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night.